Welcome back to episode 4 of the Oddcast. I'm Alex.
And I'm Ricky.
And we're just two odd dudes who decided to start a podcast.
Yeah, today we'll be talking about Christmas music, the very hotly debated topic of when is it appropriate to start listening to Christmas music.
Which is always.
Oh, that's
We'll talk about
that's
that.
one opinion. Well, we should also talk about, when is it appropriate to start decorating for Christmas? And also even saying, when's it appropriate to start saying, Merry Christmas?
Right now.
Right. Well, I mean, we're still in November, so that's part of the conversation.
That's true. Yeah, we're gonna get into all that. We have very different opinions on this. So
Yeah.
as we said in the beginning,
We're going to argue.
we're probably gonna argue about some stuff. We know
Yeah.
we match in most of the really important things, but in the stupid things we tend to differ.
Yeah, we're about to throw down on this one.
Yeah.
So.
So let's get to the Oddcast.
So here we are. We are a couple days after Thanksgiving at the time of recording. This will be releasing December 7th. We keep saying that, so you keep remembering it, even though that doesn't make any sense because you already be listening to it. It'll be released. But
Right.
we just want you to remind you that this released on December 7th. But at the time of recording, it's still November.
Right.
And so we posted a couple things earlier today and yesterday to our followers, everybody that's following us on
The Odd Squad.
Instagram, the Odd Squad, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. Thank you for the follow. Hopefully share with your friends, get the name out there. We'd appreciate that. Love that.
We would.
Like, comment, review, rate, whatever else
Tell
you
your
can do.
grandma.
We're on Spotify, Apple Music, Google Podcasts, all
We're
those fun
everywhere.
things. All right, plugs done. Today we're gonna talk about kind of what the people said.
Right.
We're gonna listen to the people about when is it appropriate to play Christmas music, but also decorating and those kind of things, right? And so let's start off with, I'll just ask you,
Yeah.
what time, when does it become the appropriate time to not in a funny way, not in like, oh, we're going to be hilarious.
January 1st.
When is it appropriate to start playing Christmas music?
January 1st.
It
The
can't
whole
be January
year. The
1st.
whole year is building up to Christmas.
So when do you stop then?
At
So then
Christmas.
so on Christmas
Yeah,
Day?
the rest
So
of-
you have a 7-day period where you don't play Christmas music? That's what you're saying?
Yeah, well, I guess like 6 days, right? Because it's 20. You can play it on Christmas, the
Okay.
26th through New Year. After 26, it's just New Year's. You're like waiting for New Year's.
All right. So you have a 6-day period
Right.
where Christmas music is
There's
not
a
allowed.
6-day sad period of the year, but the
okay.
rest of the year is in anticipation for Christmas.
Okay. So you're a Christmas music guy.
In all reality,
Mm-hmm.
I will probably there has been times where I've been known to jam to Christmas music like in the middle of July, just because it hypes me up a little bit, you know.
You get hyped about
I
it?
get hyped about Christmas music, but when I actually really start like listening to it, or when I think it's acceptable for like radio stations to start playing it, I'd say is like once it starts getting fall here. Once our weather starts turning, I'm like, it's Christmas.
Oh, so December 14th.
No, it's cold now. It was 41 degrees today.
That's not cold.
That's cold for us,
That's not cold.
but for us, that's Christmas.
That's 41
That's
degrees
Christmas.
is Christmas. All right, so you think, but okay, so we asked the people,
Yeah,
Halloween, after Halloween, or after Thanksgiving.
I'd say after Halloween.
So you're like a November 1st person.
Yeah, pretty much.
You're up and going.
I'm like at first couple weeks of November, I'm in the Christmas. I'm ready. I'm ready for Christmas. And if you start playing like Christmas music or there's Christmas decorations, I'll back you up because you're just making me more excited for Christmas.
Yeah. Here's my problem with that, especially where we live. November 1st, it was still 95 degrees here.
Well, that's why I said once the weather turns.
I'm not in the Christmas mood. So then I would say closer to Thanksgiving. I'm more acceptable. I'm a Grinch. I know. I'm gonna be the bad guy of this podcast. It's okay. I'm good with it. I would say closer to Thanksgiving. If I had to give a time, after Thanksgiving, and not because like I'm a weird person that's like, what about Thanksgiving? We got it. No, like I don't care about that. For me in Arizona,
Yeah.
if it's still 90 some degrees outside, I don't want to be singing about snow. It just doesn't make sense in my brain. You know what I'm saying?
You're not singing about snow. You're singing about baby Jesus coming.
No, there's one. It's called A White Christmas. It's about snow.
Yeah. Whatever.
So
Don't sing that one. Sing Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You. The most classics. That is, by the way, the number one most listened to Christmas song. Like top 10 Billboard's charts. Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You. And by the way, it has made her $60 million since it came out in like 97 or something.
Yeah. That's weird. That's way too much money for a song that just says All I Want Is You.
You could easily live on $1 million for 60 years. You
know, not on $1 million.
You don't think you could?
No, not at all.
You don't think you could live 1 year on $1 million?
1 year, maybe. You said 60 years.
Well, 60 years on $60 million is what I'm saying.
Oh, you mean $1 million a year?
Right. Like if you wrote that one song, like if you're Mariah Carey, you don't ever have to do anything ever again.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, she probably spent it all. So
and taxes.
So we asked some of the people their favorite Christmas songs. Yeah. You responded. You were the first one to respond. Yeah, which just kind of shows how different we are in this one. You said you're a mean one, Mr. Grinch.
I love that's your favorite. Grinch is my favorite Christmas movie, and actually, as a kid, I was terrified of it. He was horrifying to me. Yeah, but now I love him.
The fingers.
The fingers. Yeah,
that's weird. Let's see. What else we got? We got Last Christmas by Wham.
Wham. Yeah. That's a good one. That was number 10 on the charts.
Number 10 on the all-time play charts.
On the all-time play billboards of Christmas.
All-time play billboards of
Christmas. I don't remember what it's called. Yeah.
We have "Oh Come Emmanuel" or "Little Drummer Boy."
So good. Who said that?
My wife.
Oh, well done, Erica.
Yeah. And then we also have "I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas."
Wow. That one I wasn't expecting.
Yeah, those are some of the things. But let's go back to the timing. Okay?
Right.
So you definitively answered after Halloween. Is that your final answer?
I definitively will answer as soon as the weather starts turning. As soon as it's cold. Because we have like week-long stints that are just cold for no reason and then it gets warm again.
Right. So you're saying during those weeks.
I think during those weeks.
Wait, hang on.
Yeah.
We had a week in October that got cold. Okay. Arizona cold. Yeah. If you're listening from anywhere else, it was not cold.
It was like 60 degrees.
It was 60 degrees, and everyone in Arizona decided it was time to pull out their beanies and their parkas because they were about to freeze to death, okay? Or at least in Phoenix. But then next week, the following week, it was 90-some degrees outside.
Yep.
So are you saying that you'll play Christmas music for that 1 week, and then you'll stop the next
exactly.
week? That's what you've done?
Whenever it's cold, it's Christmas time.
That's just how it works. So based off your logic, the coffee shop we go to a lot, Elevate, say they played Christmas music that week, Christmas music. Then the next week it was 90. Would you tell them they shouldn't play Christmas music yet?
Were they playing Christmas music?
They played for the 1 week it was cold. I'm not saying they were. I'm just saying, would you tell them? Would you say it was not appropriate yet if it's 90 degrees out again? Because it hasn't turned yet. There was just a cold front week.
Because as I said, sometimes I'll listen to Christmas music in like July just to get a little bit hyped up.
Yeah. What are you getting hyped about?
About the Lord.
That's not what the Christmas music is about.
All I want for Christmas is the Lord. That's what Mariah Carey was talking about.
That is not. Definitely not.
That's not what she was talking about. No, I would not confront them about their Christmas music. I would be like, oh, this is nice. I would probably still walk in that door doing Fortnite dances to it. Like,
Fortnite dances are Christmas songs.
Yeah, you can Fortnite dance to anything.
All right.
It's just a matter of whether or not it's appropriate. So no, I would not get mad at them. I wouldn't even confront them on that. That's like, I would probably be still a little bit excited about it. I just personally would not, like, if I was running a coffee shop, be playing Christmas music that week.
Okay. You would wait.
I would wait.
You would wait till you're for sure like, okay, we're in the cold period.
Yeah.
All right. So
or until it was nighttime and it was like 80 degrees.
Like Elevate right now. They're now changing everything to Christmas time.
Yeah.
And it's cold. Yeah, cool. Elevate, shout out. We love you guys. Maybe one day you can sponsor us because we would love that and we drink all your coffee.
Yeah.
So here's some of the answers. We put this poll out. These are the answers that the people said, okay? I asked when was it appropriate to start listening to Christmas music.
Right.
The options were after Halloween, after Thanksgiving, always, or never. Did you look at the polls yet? Did you cheat?
I did.
Be honest.
I didn't look at the answers to that poll.
You didn't see how many?
No,
numbers?
I just looked at that poll and saw that you made the right answer, never, and I got upset.
I didn't mean to do that.
Okay.
I didn't know what I was doing. This is my first time ever doing the Instagram things like this. It just was the check mark was moving down as they added more options, and then I could only add 4, and I didn't know what the check mark meant.
Yeah.
But that would still be my answer, is never.
You don't want to play Christmas music ever.
No, Christmas music is overrated.
Does that include Christmas hymns? Because O Come Emmanuel is one of my favorite just hymns in general.
Yeah.
I don't think it has to be a Christmas song.
Yeah.
It's just a good hymn.
Okay, but that's different. You said a Christmas hymn.
Well, it is.
We'll get into that
It is a
second.
Christmas hymn. But
We'll get into that. Let me read this,
Yeah,
and then
okay.
let me read what the
Right.
people said, and then I'll Grinch all up in this Christmas time. Okay?
perfect.
So, what do you think the people voted was the most appropriate time? After Halloween, after Thanksgiving, always or never?
I bet after Thanksgiving.
You're wrong.
What did they say?
They said always.
Always.
So-
I'm so proud of them.
After Thanksgiving was second.
The Odd Squad, man.
Yeah.
They're the best.
They just always
They
want to
agree with
listen
me.
to Christmas music. I think we need to check this. There's probably a lot of burner accounts on here that are
Probably.
just
It's all me. I just have a whole bunch of bots. doing it
Alex
for me.
just got the bots to do it for him. So, okay. To answer your question, okay, I'm going to answer your question now.
Yeah.
Honestly, Christmas music is overrated.
No.
Okay, can I just be really opinionated right now? Are you okay
that's
with that?
fine. That's what this podcast is about. As long as
Yeah.
I'm allowed to be opinionated back, and they're allowed to be opinionated
Yeah,
back.
yeah. You can have your wrong opinion. It's fine.
Yeah. Okay. I will.
Let me ask you on a completely different subject. And I'm about to lose a lot of the people that listen to us. They're all going to be gone with what I'm about to say. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. What do you think about country music?
Oh,
One word. Like it, hate it.
that's 2 words each.
You get to choose one.
And also,
You get to say one.
no, that
Like it, hate it, don't care. Those are your options.
I can't go into one of those categories. That does not accurately describe how I feel about country
How do
music.
you feel about country music?
My whole life grew up despising it.
Yeah.
And
Now you kind of like it.
now there is some like back road, not super twangy country that I like.
Yeah.
That I'm like, I can get to this.
Okay. So here's why I asked that. All country music sounds the same.
Yeah.
And everybody that loves country music is going to hate me in the comments or whatever. They're going to be like, no, it doesn't. You don't know real country. Yes, I do. That's all my father listened to growing up.
Yeah.
And it was a lot. My mom also really loved Kenny Chesney. And people were like, that's not real country. I just have to say, he says he's country. At least he did. And my mom loved him. Okay. Christmas music is the same. It all sounds the same. Every country song is about a tractor, a woman, a dog, guns, or beer.
Yeah.
All Christmas songs are about what someone wants for a gift, or snow,
Or Jesus.
or a reindeer. Okay, here's the
Jesus.
deal. There's a lot of other songs about Jesus. When we're talking about Christmas music playing that, we're not talking about that. We're talking about what's played on the radio as Christmas music.
Right.
That's what we're talking about. And so if we're going to be like, oh, if we're going to take the Jesus route of this and we're going to go like, oh, it's about Jesus, you know what? I can listen to Jesus music all the time. And it doesn't have to include snow. But when we get to hymns, when we get to Christmas time in the church, I'm about to make more people mad. And we go to the Christmas hymn section. It all sounds the same, man. I love it. Okay,
Wow,
I'm
we're
cool
talking
with it.
about Jesus coming to earth.
Like,
we do it
but
all the time.
It's like, but all of a sudden we get into like, we have to make things sound like it's snowing outside.
Yeah.
Like that's how the song is trying to make me feel like it's cold and snowy. And here's what I'll say. I have my own opinions about the whole holiday, blah, blah, blah. If I lived in a place where it actually snowed, I think I would like Christmas music. I honestly do. I think I would get in the mood for Christmas a lot better. Here, like last year, it didn't ever really get cold last winter. So it was never like I wasn't even wearing a jacket by the time I hadn't pulled jackets out of the closet by the time we got to Christmas. So you're saying, oh, I want a white Christmas. I'm like, I just want it to be below 50 degrees.
I'm dreaming of just a cold,
Just a cold, like,
chilly Christmas, actually, or even just a cool
a Christmas where I'm not sweating if I have a long sleeve on. So I don't think Christmas music is bad.
Yeah.
As a whole, I just think where we live, it just doesn't feel appropriate.
So you've mentioned 2 problems, right? You've mentioned
One, I do think it's bad because it all sounds the same.
Right. You've said it all sounds the same. It all sounds like it's snowing outside. And then you've also said the same thing about like how like country music all sounds the same, but also they always talk about the same thing. So you have 2 problems. It's the lyrics and the sound.
Yeah, I don't think Christmas music always talks about the same thing because like you do have like the offshoots of like I want a hippopotamus, which is still like it still ends up falling in the same category.
Yeah.
It's like I want a gift or like I don't know. I don't listen to Christmas music enough. So I would appreciate I appreciated The Grinch, the movie, because it was kind of different Like
Right.
the songs were different and they were fun. And yeah, I don't know.
So this is
Oh,
why.
let me add this. Oh, I'm going to interrupt you real quick.
Okay. All right.
The other thing,
Interrupt away.
when we would get to Christmas time, my dad would listen to country Christmas music. Maybe that's why I just don't like them.
That's probably why.
It took the worst of both worlds and threw them in, and they're like, "Hey, now it's snowing on my tractor." Oh no!
It's snowing on my tractor. My beer's too cold. And
It's just anybody that likes country music, I have an affinity for the whole aspect of country. Like I appreciate it in some regards.
Right.
You just need to we need to expand what you guys talk about a little bit.
And Ricky owns a pair of cowboy boots, so he's allowed
And a
to talk
cowboy
about
hat.
this.
I wore my cowboy hat
That's true.
2 days ago.
That makes it
I
gives
love
you
wearing
ethos.
it. Yeah, it does. And my family is like cowboys, so I can appreciate that. But they don't really listen to country music. So.
Right. So back to my question, because you had mentioned they were all talking about the same thing, and it still kind of stands, right? Like even the hippopotamus for Christmas is still a gift kind of thing.
Right,
And like country, it's about beers, trucks, tractors, women, and
Dogs.
Yeah, dogs. And you said Christmas music was like gifts and being snuggly and snow and warm and love and whatnot.
Right.
What is it? Is it something about those? Like for country, is it like you just don't like talking about? Do you just not like beer or not like women? Or
No. So what it's about is like, for me, I like spoken word poetry and that kind of stuff. Like I write that. And then I'm gonna get shade here because I'm gonna be like, I listen to hip hop.
Yeah,
and
he
rap.
listens to hip hop and rap, which definitely talk about really good things.
Okay, I don't listen to mainstream hip hop and rap. First of all, I do sometimes.
Yeah.
But second of all,
when was the last time you listened to Eminem?
actually a long time.
Sure.
It's been a while. But every once in a while with a good workout playlist, I get down to that.
I work
but
out
a lot
to
of
R.C. Sproul's "Renewing Your Mind."
Yeah, I would not
podcast.
do that. It's not me. But I like lyrics that have a lot of meaning. That's typically like the music I listen to. The lyrics have meaning to them. And I like other fun songs that are just weird and quirky or whatever. But that's like what I typically listen to.
Right.
Even in hip hop and rap, like originally hip hop and rap had messages behind the lyrics, and they actually said things that just didn't repeat the same words over and over and over again.
Right.
And it wasn't just cuss words and blah blah. There's still all that involved, but regardless, with Christmas music, I feel like I would actually get into Christmas music more if there was like some sustenance to what we're talking about. So like you brought up Christmas hymns, and like I'm not opposed to Christmas hymns, but like when we're talking about Christmas music, that's not what we're talking about. Like, and change it up a little. Like it's okay to be, all the Christmas songs don't have to make it feel like it's cold outside, right? Like, but a lot of the lyrics I really love, like "O Come, O Come, Emmanuel" and those type of things that we you hear in the church that we hear. I really like. I really appreciate, and means something to me. It's when we move outside of that and we kind of get to this Christmas music aspect that's really like consumer.
It's like Hallmark.
Yeah, it's like Hallmark consumer based.
Yeah.
And I'm like, there's nothing there for me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have any desire to be a part of this. Country music, same thing. Like, I don't mind little guitar, little banjo, that kind of stuff, some different strings and stuff going on in the song. Just have some new content.
Yeah.
Talk about something different.
Yeah. What's that one country song that has a rapper in it now?
Oh, I don't know. That's kind of popular now. Country rap. Yeah, it's awful.
Yeah. Yeah, that is popular right now.
Yeah. There is a golfer. His name's Bubba Watson. Shout out Bubba Watson.
Oh, he did a rap.
He did a rap. It was real bad, but he did a Santa Claus rap.
Yeah. Wait, he did 2 raps?
Yeah, he did a rap on like a real rap, but then he's a part of another song that was like Santa Claus themed and stuff. It's hilarious.
Yeah? Is that one better than the original one?
No, they're both awful.
Okay.
But they're really funny. They're really funny. But I think Bubba Watson was in the Santa Claus one.
Yeah.
I'll fact check that later. But anyways, to the Christmas music. I say never because I want to be the grouch and I want to be the mean guy, blah, blah, blah. I'm okay with Christmas music. If I walk into a coffee shop and they're playing Christmas music, I'm like, ugh, this is the worst.
Right.
But I'm probably not going to stay quite as long.
Oh.
Because by the 45-minute mark, I'm kind of done.
Right.
I don't want to hear it anymore.
Right.
It all sounds the same to me. But for those that love it, that's fine, love it. But don't make other people suffer. For those grouches and stooges in your life, play your Christmas music, but every once in a while, just give them a reprieve. Throw on a little bit of something else. Just put on top hits of something else. Give them 2 songs, and then go back to your Christmas music.
Yeah. Something by like Soulja Boy.
No, not that. So what do you think? What do you think about what I said? I know you are very opposite of
right.
my opinion.
I think you're wrong, and obviously most of our Odd Squad thinks you're wrong because they said always.
Yeah.
I can appreciate that you have the opinion, but yeah, I think you're wrong.
So why? What do you think? What's so great about Christmas music?
Christmas is this wonderful time of the year.
Christmas music. We are not talking about Christmas.
Well, but that's what it is for me. Is like Christmas music is a reminder of Christmas time. It's like, hey, we're all gonna get together. We're gonna celebrate the birth of Jesus and how he came into the world, and then eventually died for our sins. You know, like it's this great, like, happy reminder, right? You know, it's this happy.
So Mariah Carey's "All I Want for Christmas Is You" reminds you of that.
Yeah.
And as does the Grinch song.
Listen, her voice is incredible. So God did something there, right? And the Grinch, I mean, Jim Carrey's ability to do all the different voices, who gave him that gift? God did.
Remember when we used to debate each other?
Yeah, all the time.
This one is probably one of your worst
This is
arguments you've ever made.
No, listen. Okay, so Christmas music. I'm not even talking to him anymore. I'm talking to you guys.
Help me understand. Help convince me to like Christmas music.
Christmas music just reminds me of Christmas, which I've always looked at as a very great time. Mm-hmm. So when I think about Christmas music, it makes me think about Christmas time. Okay. And that's a fond memory for me.
Yeah. Do you think Christmas music could use an update?
Oh yeah. I mean, like I think there's tons of music. I mean, even like mainstream Christian music, it all sounds the same. You know, like
it's all awful.
Country music, mainstream Christian music, Christmas music, all have the same sound. They all like, and that's just kind of how things go in the music industry. Even if you look back at like old like soul music, it all sounds pretty similar. Now the lyrics nowadays are way worse than they used to be.
Right. They mean nothing now.
Right. Yeah. But they still all kind of had the same sort of sound and like talk about, you know, like since the dawn of time, people have been talking about love because it's like always romantic to have a love song. You know, every genre has a love song.
Right.
It's just how they talk about it.
So I'd agree with you. I understand the aspect of the happiness of Christmas time, right? But you would agree that we could get better at Christmas music.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So like I said, the cold aspect.
Wait. But I will say nobody will ever beat Reliant K's Christmas album.
Yeah.
That's favorite.
Actually a good Christmas album.
Yeah, it is.
I'll listen to that Christmas album because it's kind of fun.
Yeah. And also there's some sad songs.
Yeah. And
it has depth.
I understand the aspect of the happy, right? Like, hey, it's the holiday time.
Right.
My issue, I think, with so much of the mainstream Christmas music is the happiness of the song doesn't resonate with me. It doesn't make me happy because it's so much about like, we need to go get all this stuff. We need to do all this.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
consumerism is happiness.
Right. Like it's like consumerism. And I'm like, I love, Christmas time, hanging out with family, that whatever.
Right,
like
right.
That, if that is something that evokes happiness in you, that's great. I just don't connect that to the consumerism song of "All I Want for Christmas Is You" or "All I Want for Christmas Is This," or
What are you talking about? All I want for Christmas is you is when you want the only thing you want is a person, as opposed to, which is a little bit, I guess, messed up. But if you think about it too deeply,
well, if you think about it at all, it's a weird song.
It's fine. It's talking about love. It's talking about wanting a person, for her, probably a boyfriend or husband. I don't know who she's talking about, but
see,
Very
very Christmassy.
It was saying she didn't really want all the gifts. She didn't want the consumerist ideology of stuff.
Yeah,
she just wanted to be with a person.
As she pulls in her 60 mil.
Yeah, she got the consumerism.
So that's more where I come from. Like Christmas music, it's not like that it's all bad. I don't think it's great. I think it could use an update. If someone came out with a banger Christmas album, I'd be about it. My wife, she says the Justin Bieber Christmas album is great. Whatever. That's cool. I'm not trying to harp on other people that want to like Christmas music. I'm just saying, have a reason. When people are just like, Christmas music's the best, I'm like, it all sounds the same. It's like the same person's like, country music's the best, man. And I'm like, explain to me why.
Right.
Maybe I'm missing something.
Yeah.
Maybe something's wrong with me. I'm open to that. I know I'm cold-hearted at times. I get it. But I have tons of fun with my family at Christmas time. And guess what? We have the Lion King soundtrack going on.
Nice.
Or Aladdin.
It's a good soundtrack.
Yeah. Nah, Christmas music.
Here's what's funny to me though about me loving Christmas music so much is because generally when I'm listening to music, it's like 100% whatever the lyrics say. You know, like I don't listen to. Okay, there's sometimes I listen to music that I like has bad lyrics, but it's very unlikely.
Oh my goodness.
I just mean shallow lyrics. Although sometimes I do listen to a few songs that have cuss words in them.
Oh my goodness.
Don't tell my parents.
We got some secrets coming out today.
Spicy episode today. For the most part, though, it's like it could sound pretty bad, but have like meaningful lyrics, and I'll still be into it.
Yeah. So it's not about what for Christmas music for you. From my understanding, it's not about the song as much as the emotion it evokes.
Right. So Christmas music isn't that way for me. Some of them is, but like for the most part, Christmas music, I'm not really worried as much about lyrics. I'm just like,
right.
It reminds me of having a good time. In the same way that like if I was more into like going country swing dancing and going to rodeos or whatever, I'm sure country music would make me have like would kind of strike a chord with me.
Right.
Because it would remind me of these like good times I've had.
Right.
But it does.
I get that because like here's the honest truth though, right?
Yeah.
When we're all hanging out, because we have people over at our house, right? We're hanging out back. I'm grilling, cooking burgers. We're playing cornhole on the cornhole set I made. Right.
As God intended it.
Yeah. Yeah. And we're eating corn, except for Paul.
Yeah.
Captain of the Odd Squad.
Yeah.
Because he's allergic to it.
Yeah.
When I throw that beanbag, you know what's playing in my head? My own musical background music.
Proud to be an American.
No. It's country music.
Oh.
I'm like, you know what's fitting for this moment? Is country music. And I start to think, am I conditioned to believe that certain things require certain types of music? I feel like cornhole requires country music. I don't know why.
It is. You almost expect to be wearing like a button-up like American flag shirt that has cut off sleeves and jorts.
I was going with the tank top, the straight tank top.
American flag. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. The pre-cut for me.
Okay.
But so I can understand the Christmas aspect. And so like for me personally, my family did the best they could. I come from divorced household, right? 2 different houses, that kind of thing. So Christmas was crazy. It was like, go to this house. And my parents did the best they could to make it, enjoyable for me. And, I'm not trying to like knock them or be, ungrateful for all the blessings I had.
Right. Yeah.
It just wasn't something that was like, oh man, this is super fun. Just sitting with.
It was a little
family,
bit stressful.
Right. It was It was very stressful. And so I think that's why the music doesn't evoke the emotion that does for other people.
Right.
So when people ask me, I'm like, I don't really like Christmas music. But if other people do, like in real life, I'm not going to like really hate on them. Right. Like I'm going to make jokes to the people I care about because they know my story.
Right.
But I think I would be much more inclined to like it if it was colder here, and also if I had, kind of that emotional connection to it, like the happiness aspect. And I still, Christmas still could be happy. It just wasn't also associated with the music. But like when I go hang out with my dad and my stepmom now and my family, we help decorate the tree, Erica and everything. And my dad puts on like his, Tim McGraw or Garth Brooks or whatever he's listening to, whatever Christmas song he has on. Like I don't hate it. Like now there's actually some aspect of like connection with it, nostalgia.
It's like a tradition almost.
Yeah. But it doesn't like, it wouldn't say like I love the music. Right. If that makes sense. I think that's what I get at. I think less people love Christmas music and more people love what Christmas music makes them feel.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. Yeah.
And so I think that's where I'm at with it.
Yeah.
Personally.
Because if everybody like actually really loved Christmas music, they would listen to it year round. And there are those people.
Right. I think more people would listen to it and there would be more options. Because I feel like we make a lot of people just remake the same Christmas song.
You mean like Michael Bublé? He just sings a whole bunch of other people's songs, which is really smooth.
Yeah. And you just like,
he's great.
His voice is so dreamy.
Yeah.
But it's not like there's nothing creative or new about it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You just feel like you're floating through clouds made of honey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would I don't think you'd float through those very well. You get sticky.
Yeah, but if it's Michael Bublé singing, you can float through.
Oh, well.
That's what it feels
like. That's magical. I should listen to that more often.
You should. Yeah.
Go to sleep to that.
That's exactly right.
But sorry if I made anybody mad. I'm not trying to be a Grinch.
Right.
I also think we shouldn't say happy holiday till after. Oh, our lights just went out. If it just got dark when you're viewing us, sorry about that. We got to close this up. Happy holidays should happen after, or happy Merry Christmas should happen after Thanksgiving. That's all I have to say.
And it's after Thanksgiving now, so Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas
soon.
to you guys.
It's the time of the year.
We got
Listen to music.
a lot more episodes coming for you in the near future, so check us out.
Yeah,
Share
finish
us
out
with
the
your friends.
5. Watch that last one, and then we'll have more soon.
Yeah, share with your friends. Let us know what you guys think. Love you guys.
Stay on.